On 7 News tonight, an earthquake off North Queensland sends residents running into the streets. A last-ditch deal allows Vietnam diggers to pay their respects in Long Tan as Australia honours their bravery. The Olympic scandal tarnishing America's gold medal swimmers. The Boomers power towards a chance at gold as Usain Bolt toys with opponents in Rio.
Live from our Brisbane headquarters, this is 7 News with Sharon Gadella and Bill McDonald.
Good evening. Workers ran from their offices, residents and tourists fled their buildings too when a strong earthquake shook North Queensland. Katrina Blowers, it was a fairly powerful quake.
Well, Sharon, the earthquake struck at 2:30 this afternoon, 45 kilometres off the coast of Bowen, and it was forceful, registering 5.8 on the Richter scale. It was felt up to 400 kilometres away, as far north as Mission Beach and south to Yeppoon. The second most powerful quake off our east coast had a damage radius of 30 kilometres. Luckily, that was mostly offshore. The Central Coast is used to extreme weather, but when the earth moved this afternoon, it caught most by surprise.
Jesus. What's that?
What's an
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit.
It definitely was, because that should have
Well, the room moved and I really don't know what it was. Then I thought it had to be an earthquake because it just kept going and going.
In Townsville, items were sent toppling from grocery store shelves.
As I went to take a box off the shelf, I realised the shelf was actually moving.
Buildings swayed across the region.
So the actual floors started to shake and then the windows were shaking as well. And it sort of lasted for nearly, I'd say 5 good seconds. And then all the girls sort of stood up and we were all looking at each other thinking, oh, has a truck hit the building or what's happened?
At a Mackay High School, students were interrupted by a real-life drama.
As a precaution, the Queensland Department of Education did close 3 schools in the region.
North of Mackay, at a shopping centre in Cannonvale, cups swayed in displays, while in a local chemist, a photo booth became more like an amusement ride. Staff at Reef HQ in Townsville, among hundreds in the region, to be evacuated as a precaution.
It just felt like everything, like I was on a boat.
While some flights were cancelled and others delayed at Mackay, Rockhampton and Cairns.
It makes it the second largest earthquake that's ever been recorded on the east coast of mainland Australia, since Europeans arrived anyway.
So far there's been no reports of any damage. I'd like to make sure everyone is calm. There is no threat of any tsunami.
While the quake's impact has left many with only stories to tell, one Townsville resident claims her house moved 2 inches off the pillars.
I would expect we'll have several aftershocks within the next couple of days.
A moving moment locals hope will become another reason to visit.